will earn 1 point. Members automatically earn a $5 reward for every 50 points. So when they spend $50, they will automatically get a $5 reward loaded into their account. Members will also receive a $3 birthday reward during their birthday month. 2 easy ways for the customers to join. Download our new app on the App Store or the Android Store, or visit brewsterssweetrewards.com. And that really is how simple the program is to join. The benefits of the program, obviously, the main goal here is to make sure that we understand who our customers are and how they are spending money at our stores and how many times they're visiting, and being able to segment those customers based on their purchase behavior, nurturing them along their path to purchase at Brewster's. We'll be able to send real-time communications to our customers through this program so they take action and remain active. That's the key, to keep nurturing them, getting them into our stores, reminding them when they have a reward, reminding them that the reward, they have achieved an award and it's available, reminding them that the reward's about to expire, and really sending them all those great relevant promotions based on their individual purchase behavior. Believe me, we are not we're following best industry practices. We are not going to be over-emailing these customers so that they get email fatigue. The goal is to send them no more than 6 emails in a given month to any given customer. The key is relevant messaging to these customers. And this technology allows us to learn more about our customers, because if we don't learn about our customers, you can be sure our competition will. So this sets us up in a good place to be able to understand our customers' purchase behavior. So I'm going to give you a glimpse into what the app looks like, because you're not able to download it yet. And we'll give you that timeline of when you are going to be able to at the end of the presentation. But this is what the new Brewster's app registration panel looks like. So when a customer goes onto the App Store or the Android Store, they will see this screen, and they can log in with Facebook or sign up with email to register for the program. There are a few required fields for this program, because remember, we want to be able to communicate with our consumers. We want to know what their name is, what their birth date is, what their phone number is, their email address, their zip, and their favorite store. So those are all going to be required fields in the data that we're going to collect on the consumer. Next, once a consumer is logged in and has registered through the app, this will be what their home screen looks like. So they will have a tracker on their screen that tracks their progress on their purchases. And when they tap the square in the middle, that'll display their barcode. So that barcode is their customer ID. Underneath that barcode is that consumer's phone number that they registered with. So that will always be their customer identification as their phone number, which is also activated through the barcode. You also see to the right some overflow screens that will be on the home page that communicates our breadth and assortment of products and just what we have to offer to the consumer with those overflow menu screens, just additional brand images. In the side drawer of the app, which some people call the hamburger menu, there's quite a bit of content here that will be housed in this side drawer menu. Obviously, you can get to your home page at any time within the app. You can look at your accounts and activity within the app. You can edit your profile within the app. If you want to learn more about Brewster's, it takes you to a link to brewsters.com. If you want to see our menu, it'll take you to a landing page at brewsters.com that has our menu. If you want to join the Favorite Flavor program, it'll take you to a link on our website at brewsters.com. If you want to leave feedback, it'll take you to our feedback page, contact us page on brewsters.com. And then also within the app, you'll be able to see all the locations, and we'll take you through what some of those screenshots look like next. You can share the app to your friends through Facebook, Twitter, email, text, just to help build the database and get excited about referring friends to the program as well. And then our privacy policy will be housed on brewsters.com as well. this is what some of those location pages will look like, screenshots will look like within the app. So you can filter locations based on your mile radius from where you are, and you can filter it by in a list format, in a map format, and you can actually go right down to the store level and get all of the details on a particular store. So you can filter it by the mile radius. Like I said, it's all based on your GPS location data. So it's very intuitive for the consumer to find a location near them.
And just to interject quickly, a couple of you had a question about customers visiting more than one location. If customers are using this program, they can access it from any store and continue to collect points and rewards regardless of which store they visit.
Right, this program is going to be available at all Brewster's locations. Thank you, Christy, for answering that question. So those are just some of the screenshots within the app. You'll be able to play with it more when you can download it Monday morning. We'll get to those details. But a customer can also join through brewstersweetrewards.com. And this is what this landing page looks like. You can join, sign in, check your accounts, all the same great attributes that you see on the app taken through our webpage. Again, the customer's phone number, whatever path they choose to join, is their customer ID to track their behavior, their points, their redemption. So their 10-digit phone number is their customer identification number. There's also going to be a whole list of frequently asked questions for the consumer on this page as well. I am going to turn it over to Dan Stay now at this point because we've learned how the customer joins. We've learned the benefits of the program and the features of the program. Now we want to show you how it's going to look to you on your register systems and that whole flow through NCR and how you identify a customer, have them build a transaction, and also how to use your barcode scanner.
Can I add one benefit?
Yes, you can.
And I'll keep it very brief. The accountability for all of you as operators on this program versus a punch card program is obviously night and day. I'll leave it at that because I think you all kind of connect the dots on that. But the NCR system has brought us an awful lot of accountability, and this is one of the final pieces, and it's a big final piece. So I'm sure you're all going to reap the benefits of that to some degree. So thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Dave. All right, Mr. Stay, let's go to video.
Okay, and I'll just a reminder to you, Jenny. I'm going to mute you so that I don't hear myself back, and I'll bring you back.
Okay.
So this video, which I'm going to roll right here, is what it looks like on your register. So we start a ticket, and we're going to assume that the customer has the app and they want us to scan their barcode. So we step over. This is what their app looks like. The customer taps that white box to display the barcode, and then they hand us the phone or they put it in front of the window wherever our scanner is. We scan that barcode right here. And then you will see on your register in the top left, that customer's name will appear right there. And you can just hit assign to assign that customer to the ticket. Then we go ahead and we ring in our items, or if we touch the name, we can hide the keyboard and look, and it will tell us what rewards that customer has. That's one way to do it. Easier way to do it is just go right into adding the ticket. So we touch ticket, we punch in the items, and as soon as we punch in an item, if there is an available reward, it will pop up and say, hey, there's a registration reward available. I hit redeem. I don't have to actually enter a discount. It already did that discount on the left-hand side where it says discount. Then we cash it out, and you will actually see the discount as well on the receipt that comes out. You can see it there. It says loyalty discount reward. So I'm going to open it back up. Any questions, office folks, before I move to the next one?
We're muted.
No,
I can hear you.
I don't believe we have any questions. Can you hear us?
I can.
Yep, we're good, Dan. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the next one.
You are asking about scanner. Yes. Dan, am I still unmuted?
Nope, I hear you now.
Okay, great. So there is a question about when the scanners are going to be available at the stores. NCR has shipped out the first shipments to about 48 stores. Some of you in the southern territories may have received those already because they shipped last week. They were doing it in different patches, if you will. They told us yesterday the next round of stores will be shipped out this week, and they plan to have the rest shipped out the following week. They've just been having a little bit of a struggle getting those from their manufacturer and their supplier. But we are pushing them hard to get those to you so that you don't have to use the other routes of, looking underneath the barcode scanner to type in the phone number. I mean, the scanner is definitely going to help you with speed of service to capture that customer's data.
Yeah, and I'll add that no accident that we are shipping them from south to north because of obviously the start of season happening quicker. I'm sorry, not quicker, but earlier in the south. So the scanner shipments are staged accordingly. And you did point out, obviously, that you can still execute the program without the scanners, but the scanners are a very, very efficient ad. And as Jenny pointed out, she's really been pushing NCR hard to make sure that these get out in as timely a fashion as possible.
Okay, now Dan is going to play another video to show you how to use the scanner, which will address a question that came in about, can you scan at both the beginning and the end of the transaction? So you can scan, the point of the program is scanning at the beginning of the transaction because you have to capture that customer's identification up front. So Dan, I'll let you go to video to show how that happens.
Yeah, the next video is what happens if you don't have a scanner or the customer doesn't have the app and they're just telling you the phone number. So that's what this one is. We'll go through that and then we can discuss.
Yeah.
So we start our ticket here. This is for no scanner. So it could be two things. Maybe the customer just doesn't have the app on their phone, so they're giving you the phone number. If they do have the app, you can pull the phone number right from below here. That's the actual phone number you're going to enter. So you just punch that in on the customer. And then as soon as you've got the phone number in the way you want it, just hit search. It will find the customer, hit assign. My fingers are too fat, I guess. And then once you do get the customer in, you'll see them listed at the top, and then you can proceed with entering the ticket. And again, this is going to look very similar to the same way it was before. If you want to look up the loyalty, you can touch the customer name. You'll see any rewards that are available, or just go straight into entering the ticket. As soon as you enter the items, if there is an available reward for that customer, it will pop up and say, hey, you have a reward here. Do you want to use it? And give you the option to actually redeem that at that time. So you can touch redeem, the amount comes off, and you can proceed. So you don't actually have to enter a discount again. As soon as you hit redeem, it just automatically enters the discount. We cash that out, and then we're all set with that one. Same thing, it comes up on the receipt and everything. So I'm going to bring our Jenny back, and I'm going to shut up now, and we can discuss this.
Okay. So we're going to move on, and we have a surprise guest, Leanne Reinhardt, who is our corporate trainer, because we want to take you through the scripts and how you message this new program to your customers at the window. The script that you're going to see, is this not activating?
Dan, can you see our screen?
I cannot. I just switched it back.
How about now?
How about now?
There you go.
Okay,
wonderful. Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the script that you're going to see here is truly a guide, and that's why we asked Leanne to join us, because she was part of this whole test scenario in Bridgewater, and really take you through a role play scenario and how she was able to transition customers into the new program with ease. So Leanne, I'm going to turn it over to you, so you could take them through the script, and you let me know when you want me to turn to the side as well. Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm assuming you can. The flow is standard. Hi, welcome to Brewster's. What can I get you? Preparing their order. Where it's going to change, obviously, is when you're ringing them out Not often do we have the advantage of actually bringing their order in as they're giving it to us. We typically either remember it or, some people have to write it down. So basically, you prepared their order and you ask them, have you downloaded our all-new loyalty app? They're going to ask you what that is. You let them know that the Sweet Rewards is now a mobile points program. Jenny is going to send out to each store, the marketing team is sending out to each store these little cards. The graphic that you see is the front and the back of the card, and you can let them know that these are the two ways that they join. They can either download the app by going to an app site, or they can go to BrewsterSweetRewards.com and follow the prompts to register there. Tell them that they get the $3 reward for joining, a point for every dollar that they spend, and 50 points. And after 50 points, they will earn their $5 reward. Please let them know that this app will work at all Brewsters. All they do is scan the barcode on the phone if you have the app, or like Jenny mentioned, the barcode and the number represented on that code is their phone number. So if someone doesn't have their phone, you just give them the number, the crew member punches it in, and you proceed with ringing in the order that way. And then you just tell them, thanks for coming in today. Remember to download the app or register online before you come to the next visit, and then you can start earning your points. Now, in this next screen, there's some, if this happens, what would you say? Someone's going to ask you, will I earn points right now? You say you need to register to complete your profile before you begin earning points. That is why we give them a $3 reward for joining. It helps to make up for points or punches, quote unquote, that they missed at that transaction that day. They might also ask you, what do I do with my Sweet Reward punch cards? Okay, so here's a couple scenarios that a couple of the test stores came up with. As always, figure out what works best in your market as far as pricing. Some of the customers or the stores gave a value to each punch. In the Sweet Reward card, the biggest item you could get was a small waffle cone. Well, you had to earn 9 punches, so you divide the price of your small waffle cone by 9. That's the value of each punch you can award to your customer. Some stores decided to just assign a flat rate to every punch, 25 cents for every punch, take it off of their order that day to eliminate the card from the system, get them into the loyalty program. You can also do, all cards with 5 or more punches, just honor for their free cone. Whatever makes most sense to you in your store, whatever you want to do. And you can tell the customer that that discount for turning in their card today will apply to their total. If the customer comes with multiple cards, if they have 9 punches and they earn a small cone, obviously we're a customer-based service store. We honor the free cone. And please use the same judgment for the Court Club cards, because this point system eliminates the Court Club cards as well. And you buy a quart, you're going to get 7 points, not just a punch. And that is the benefit to this as well. A lot of customers will say, I don't have all of my cards with me now. Can I, quote unquote, cash them in later? Sure, whatever program you are assigning to these cards, whatever value to the punch you're assigning, just make sure it continues for a while to make sure that you acquire and get all of the cards out of the system and easily and smoothly and in a positive manner eliminate all these cards from the system and transfer them all to the loyalty program. And Jenny, back to you.
Yes, Leanne. Very well explained. Our next session is really getting into all these great frequently asked questions that we've been seeing come through, and I think we can address all of them on the slides that we have developed, and I'm going to have Christy take us through all of the ones that we came up with, and we'll address the ones that have been coming in that might not be on the slides.
Am I allowed to say anything else?
Yes, you are.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I said I wasn't going to say anything, but we knew better, didn't we? A small feature as far as, actually it's not a small feature. You'll be able, and your employees will be able to call all loyalty customers by name, which certainly helps create magic in the window. Everybody loves to hear their name, and welcome back, Dave, whatever is certainly a nice benefit of this. I'm going to throw this out there as well because, again, you all have been waiting for this for 2 years, but initially this was rolled out and the loyalty aspect of it was going to be built to all of you individually. as part of the NCR program. One of the benefits that came out of obviously all the hard work and energy is that as a company, we did the right thing and we decided to go ahead and have that be absorbed by the marketing fund. So those are two additional points that I felt compelled to share this morning. So without further ado, we will get into those frequently asked questions. Christy, take it away.
Hey, Christy, can I dive in for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to answer, it looks like everybody's got a similar question that can you add the customer after the fact? Does it have to be at the beginning? The answer to that question is you can add them anytime. All you do is at the very top of your NCR where it says ticket, customer, and info, you'll just touch customer, and anytime you want, you can scan or add that customer in. So beginning, middle, or end, it doesn't really matter. And then you can go back to entering your ticket or finalizing your transaction. So just wanted to answer that real quick because it looked like a lot of people had that question.
Okay, so right now I'm going to go through some frequently asked questions, which will hopefully address a lot of the remaining questions. However, we do have some questions left in the queue to address, so we'll be sure to get to those shortly. So how do customers redeem rewards? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. The first question is, how does the Sweet Rewards program work? So Sweet Rewards allows customers to earn a point for every dollar they spend at any Brewster's location. Once a customer has reached 50 points, they achieve a $5 reward off any future order, and that reward will typically show up pretty immediately after that transaction for use. And customers will also have access to our flavor announcements for LTOs, exclusive offers, and even a birthday treat. So they'll get all of those things as part of the program. And I'm going to actually go through an example of how points are assigned to a customer. So for example, if a total check is $4.50 or under, points are rounded down to 4 points or $4. And that's the banker's rounding method. If the total check is $4.51 or above, the points get rounded up to 5 points or $5. How do customers earn points? Customers earn points by providing their barcode in the app to be scanned, or by providing that 10-digit phone number by providing their 10-digit phone number during the transaction, which you can type in right at the POS. And after they check out, that amount spent will convert to points and immediately show up on their account. So they can look right there within their app and say, okay, now I'm up to 45 points. I better come back soon and earn more.
They can look on their tracker.
Yeah. And they can also look in the sweetrewards.com. So when it comes to that notification, they can look in their app. And they also get a notification via email. So in addition to having to visit the app, customers will receive these emails that say, you have achieved a reward. Hey, it's your birthday, come in and get your treat. In addition to that, they'll also get notifications before a reward expires. That way it's not a surprise to them of the expiration. How do customers redeem rewards? Once those rewards are automatically loaded to a customer's account, they will show up when you start ringing their transaction within the POS. So that when you start that transaction, it will show up and ask if you'd like to redeem that word, and that will then prompt you to ask them if they would like to do so. Also, customers will have the option of showing the barcode or giving the phone number. So both of those still remain options. Do customers need the app to participate? No, they do not. Customers can also register at brewstersweetrewards.com, and they can also access their account information there as well. However, I know a couple of you had asked that question about do they need a phone number to participate, and yes, they do need to provide a phone number to participate. When it comes to expirations, these expirations that we have listed here are best practices in the industry. We worked very closely with Paytronix to understand what is the benchmark for our industry, but also we want to make sure that they're driving the frequency of transactions to make sure that we're getting the frequency of visit. Join reward expires 21 days from joining. An earned $5 reward expires 90 days from earning, and those also can you can save up $5 rewards and multiple rewards for use later. The birthday reward is valid during the birthday month only, and we have emails that are sent out to notify a customer when that is available, and all of the information around how that works. Can customers receive cash back on rewards? No, there are no cash refunds on any rewards earned. All rewards must be used towards product, and we do have this disclaimer on all of our communications to customers. So what happens if a total transaction is less than a reward amount and the customer still wants to redeem it? The reward can still be used on the transaction, but the customer will lose a remaining balance. Here's an example. If I come to the window and I purchase an order and the total check is $4.50 and I would like to redeem my $5 reward, I have to forfeit that 50-cent difference. Now we have talked with Paytronix about this, and they have told us that this is not a common problem. Typically in programs like this, customers will actually purchase more than that reward amount. So that's good news for us. Can customers stack rewards? Yes, rewards can be stacked if they have more than one. However, keep in mind that each reward may have a different expiration date, and they can see all of those expiration dates in their account. Right. And also, customers can choose to save them up for later if they don't want to use them on a given day. What happens if a customer has made it clear that they do not have an email address and therefore cannot fully register? We have provided a solution. We have sent each of you a business card sized card that you can provide to a customer, and it gives them instructions to contact us to sign them up for an account. Now, please keep in mind that this is an exception to the rule. We have provided everyone with a limited quantity of these. These are not meant to be handed out to every customer. These are meant for customers who may be in an older demographic and they might not have an email address. So this is an alternative solution for them. Now, one item that is required, though, is the phone number, and I know that was a question that came up. So they will still have to provide a phone number as their identifier, since they probably won't have the app on hand.
Just to reiterate, all required fields to join the program, whether through the app or through BrewsterSweetRewards.com, are your name, your phone number, your email, your birth date, your zip code, and your favorite store. All of those are required fields to complete your profile.
And we need all that information to properly market to obviously the members.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm. What happens if points from a customer's last visit are not showing up in their app? What should I do? So if a customer comes to the window and asks about this, please have them email customerservice@brewsters.com, and we can work with them to help provide a solution for this. The customer says that they've entered their wrong birthday and the app will not allow them to change it. What do I tell them? So this is intentional. We deliberately wanted to make sure that this field is not editable within the account, just so that it prevents fraudulent behavior. The only person that can update a birthday for a member of our reward program is our corporate marketing team. So the customer will have to email customer support, customerservice@brewsters.com, detailing the issue, and we can work with them and also make sure it's logged so that it doesn't happen multiple times.
Correct.
There was an issue with my register and I need to reward a customer points for their transaction. How can I do that? Again, if you just reach out to us at customerservice@brewsters.com, we can help with that adjustment. One thing to remember when making that request is to provide that customer phone number, the check total, and the date this issue occurred. So this slide that I have up here, it's an important one. We actually would suggest printing this one out after the webinar and displaying it for your scoopers in the store. This is the contact information to use should you have an issue and need to contact support, whether it's during prime store hours or daytime hours. And this information is not meant to be provided to customers. This is internal information for Brewster's employee use only. And so now I'm going to hand it back over to Jenny, who's going to tell us all of the next steps for how we're going to kick things off.
Before we
thank
do that, can I just jump in? Can we
Yeah.
clarify? I'm seeing on the chat a couple of things about, if I use it and I download it, can I use it right now? Can we explain that delay and why and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, when a customer is fully registered and downloads their app, they're ready to use the program.
They are, but they can't stand in line and do it, right?
If they stand in line and download their app and they're fully registered, it's ready to go.
Okay.
Paytronics team, Keith, I'm going to unmute you to clarify that, but that's kind of how we've been playing it out, correct?
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah. If they're in line waiting and they download it, they're in. If they have all the required fields filled out.
We will reward for motivation.
Yeah.
Okay. But they have to do it before we start the transaction. I just want to clarify that.
That's correct.
Correct.
That's
Okay.
correct. They have to fully register before we start the transaction.
Okay. Got it.
Anything else, Dan, before we move on to next steps? Because we're going to have a Q&A feature after this if we didn't cover something.
No, I think that's it. I was just seeing some inconsistencies in the answers, and I just wanted to make sure we were clear.
Okay, cool. All right, so next steps, everybody. This is really getting us across the finish line now. So on Friday, this coming Friday, tomorrow, we're going to ask that you reboot your T1000 terminals and be sure to take all of the updates. So NCR is pushing through a software release today. So that's why we want you to make sure you take all of the updates so you have the most upgraded software that'll open up loyalty for all of you. On Monday, 2/19, loyalty will be turned on to all stores, NCR registers throughout the day. So Dan is managing this, so it'll be filtered throughout the day. He might start some of them Sunday evening after business hours, but when it's turned on, your screen is going to look like this. So this is the screen that Dan showed you that'll be on the NCR SilverFlow, asking to assign a customer to the ticket. Now, because you won't have loyalty members signed up at that point, just select that skip button that we circled in the bottom right-hand corner to ring a sale that isn't associated with loyalty. And then on that day as well, you could have a customer who downloads the app, because we're going to make the app live on both the Apple and Android stores on Monday as well, and the BrewsterSuiteRewards.com webpage is going to be live. So that's all happening in tandem with when loyalty is turned on. So customers, in essence, could fully register for the program and be coming into your stores once your loyalty functionality is turned on. And you can also download the app that morning as well and work with it. So on Tuesday, that is our official go live date, Tuesday, February 20th. Again, download the app on your smartphone, register, test a transaction against your own account. Then you'll be able to see your join rewards and your points from your test transaction showing up automatically within your app and your account that you downloaded. And during that week, obviously, if there's any issues, please call the corporate marketing team and we will help troubleshoot if we need to get NCR involved or Paytronics involved during the launch week. Because, for example, if loyalty isn't showing up on your registers, we would have to alert NCR and let them know, because that has to deal with the software. If you have issues with points showing up, that would be a Paytronics issue. So we will help troubleshoot that for you and get everybody acclimated with the right approach in that respect. And then finally, you can start hanging up all your store marketing materials that we've been telling you to keep in the back of the store with big notes for this launch date as well. So all of the serving window decals that we sent you, your stanchions, your drive-through signs, get the information cards out by the register, and be ready to go. And we're going to integrate this messaging throughout all of our other external marketing pieces as well to launch this program. A majority of you in the South Central Territory is your biggest outbound advertising piece through Velasas is hitting homes March 4th. This is going to be communicated on that piece. We will be migrating all of our 300,000 current Sweet Reward members through a big email database push during that week as well, and just alerting all of our customers and announcing this new program that we have available to the system. So really, the most successful programs we have learned through our great partners are ones that are embraced and from the CEO down to the scooper level, full operational buy-in. And we really want to make sure we all are partnering against this and making sure that we kick this off successfully. And obviously, we are here to support you 100% and help you through this. So we want to thank you for your time, but now that we're going to open it up to any other questions and answers that we've seen come through, and be able to address those before we end our session here today. So Christy, is there one that we haven't addressed yet? Let's see.
Yes. So we had this question come up a couple of times. What happens if a customer changes their phone number? So if a customer says that they need assistance to update that, they can obviously always contact the customer service at Brewsters.com to help them through that. And that is something that also stands for adding any points to someone's account. So if there's an issue at the window and you need to resolve an issue, that is also another way that can be handled. You can personally contact us to help resolve that.
A customer can also go in and edit their profile through the app or through BrewsterSweetRewards.com as well. There is that edit profile functionality.
Okay, and then we had another question come up about favorite flavor. So favorite flavor will live in the side drawer of the app, and if a customer clicks on that button, it actually goes through to a form on our website, and that form is very similar to the registration process that currently exists. A customer will type in their zip code, and a list of stores will pop up that participate in favorite flavor, and then they will proceed with registering accordingly, and that is not changing. Some folks have asked about birthdays that occur at the end of a month. So when a customer's birthday comes up, they will have a reward that's valid during the month of their birthday. Now, if we do have a solution in place where we may send a back birthday message where if someone registers and we've just missed their birthday, we're able to say, hey, sorry, we've missed your birthday. Here's your birthday reward, just to make sure if they say, hey, my birthday was yesterday and I signed up, we have that handled.
Right. They'll still get 30 days to use their reward if they've signed up towards the end of the month.
I'm just looking now through some of your questions that have logged. And someone had asked a question about rewards expirations. Customers can see all reward expirations within the app, and they also receive notifications via email to remind them if they haven't used a reward.
Right. Every email that a customer gets from the system, it'll always show the expiration of date of their reward that they have earned.
We need to talk about iPads.
What's the question on the iPads?
When do they get it?
If I may, I'm going to start by saying that iPads are not spec equipment for a couple of reasons. So they will have loyalty functionality on iPads with the next official release from NCR. But, you know, again, they're not spec equipment. They're not nearly as secure as the wired T1000 device, and you cannot plug in any external devices like a scanner into an iPad. So our recommendation is, and always has been, keep iPads around for training, keep iPads around in case of emergency. But there's a reason we didn't spec iPads coming out of the gate with NCR Silver.
Gotcha. Anything else? Dan, we're scanning through the questions. I hope you are as well, just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking at this Brianne Waters one, and I'm going to actually try that right here and see if I can get an answer. I'm sorry, the question was, if a customer gives their phone number, a reward pops up, but they realize they're going to spend less than the $5, can we cancel it and they still keep the reward? I'm going to check that.
That's a skip button.
That's a skip button.
They should be able to hit the skip button, Dan, that pop-up that comes up that says skip, redeem.
I'm talking if they already redeemed it and it's on the ticket. If I take it off, will it still be there?
Dan, I've used this in training several times. I have several rewards on the beta testing app, and I do know on the beta testing app, so here's the example. Well, I know I guess it's completely different.
Yeah, it's different. We need to check it on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
Do we want to answer that, have Paytronics answer that question?
I can, but honestly, I don't know that I'm going to be able to unmute them. I'm going to find them. Let me see. I don't know if I have them as an organizer. Yeah, I don't have anybody in organizer for them, so it's probably going to be faster for me to just try it. While I do that, if you want to scan through and answer more stuff.
Well, while you're answering that, a question came up about the Court Club. If it's attached to the app, the punch card, the Sweet Reward punch card and the Court Club cards are all going away. And the program will now be based on purchase behavior, getting to that 50-point level that includes all of their purchases to earn that $5 reward.
So there's a couple questions that surfaced about installing scanners. There's currently a video available on the extranet to walk through that scanner installation process. So please check that out. And Dan even shows a way on there how to kind of test it just to make sure it's up and running. As far as barcodes go, barcodes can be placed on any type of marketing material for tracking. All you have to do is fill out a marketing request form when you're requesting an ad to be made, and we're happy to give you an individual barcode to track results on any given piece of communication. In terms of promoting the the loyalty program, as soon as we turn on the program, per Jenny's next steps, we will begin promoting the program on our website. You can promote it on your social media, and also all of the Velasas materials will have the program featured to help drive visits and help people to sign up before they even get to the store.
Right. Okay, another question came in about if the stores can handle adding points at the register. And in year one, the only one that can add points and administer that functionality is the customer service support team through Brewster's and Paytronics. We are not turning on the LSM functionality, if you will, in year one until we build the database and work through all of the promotional demands on the database. But our plan is in year two to open up that functionality, if all systems are a go, to allow stores to do individual store promotions and be able to handle things on their end. But we want to work through the program first before we open that up.
I'm actually showing my register right now, so I'm going to try this if people would like to look, and we'll have an answer in a second.
Okay. We're just sifting through the questions to make sure we don't miss anything.
And I don't know if people can see this, but I did add myself a $5 reward. Now it's asking if I want to redeem it. I rang in a soda. I'm going to hit redeem. And then the customer says, oh, I don't want to do that if I'm going to lose that. So I'm going to try and delete this discount and see if we still have it. Move. Looks like I do. So yeah, it did not take the discount. Now I'm going to go back in and see if that reward is still there.
So Dan, Keith has emailed us from Paytronics and said that voided rewards should be returned to the account correctly, even if already applied.
Yeah, and we just tested that. I'm about ready to know that for sure. Yep, it's still there. So now I can redeem it. So yes, the answer to your question is yes, you can undo that. Just get rid of the discount like you would with any other discount. You should be fine.
Okay. Christy is answering questions individually that are coming up, so I think we're addressing those to this particular.
Okay, are we good on the webinar and we'll just keep answering
I think
questions?
so. I think
or?
we're going to monitor all these other questions just to make sure we didn't miss anything. But as Dan stated from the beginning, we will put all of this whole presentation and all of the videos on the extranet. I will send out a letter to let you know that they are definitely loaded. We plan on doing that right after this webinar within the next hour so that you have all of the materials that you need and videos to access. And again, we really appreciate your patience. I know that Dave wants to say one more thing, right?
I do. So Dan, help me with this, but as you're going in and activating this, stores will start to see add customer
That prompt.
potentially sometime on Sunday, which means that you have activated their store to to go live on Tuesday. When they see that, they should simply instruct their employees to hit skip and continue on with the transaction. Is that correct?
That's correct, unless the manager or owner would like to download the app and try it out, go register themselves. If they want to play, they can, and it's for real. So, Jenny, did we get a confirmation on when the app is actually being sent? Is it Sunday? Is it Monday?
It'll be first thing Monday morning by 8 a.m. It'll be on the App Store, and our sweetrewards.com page will be live at that time as well.
Okay, so they won't be able to play on Sunday. They'll have to wait till Monday. So yes, the answer is skip it.
Got it. All right. Thank you very much. Jenny, I'm sorry. Back to you for the close.
Yeah. So feel free to reach out to Christy or I anytime, as we stated during this launch phase. And we really appreciate your time. We hope and we generally feel this is going to add more sales and profits and be a great program that we introduce in 2018. And we're going to monitor it closely. We're going to get lots of great reporting from our Paytronics team and be able to see how the program is working on a store-by-store basis. And we'll be able to share all of that data with you. Hopefully, even at PIP, we'll be able to share, maybe a week and a half glimpse of how the program is working since we are launching it on February 20th. So with that, we're going to sign off and wish you guys an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you.